Hi again everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Also a big welcome to this part 2 of my videos, what I'm doing here, of my massive railway collection. Now in this part 2 I'm going to be showing you all the locomotives that are actually in sets, and that means train sets or train packs or sets which I've put together myself, and so on. So we may as well just get on with the show and move through to the spare room. So first off then, just a quick look at some of the box sets and the train packs, etc. Like I said, they're all up here on top of this wardrobe. Yep. Those are the boxed ones here. They're actually sets that I've made up myself. Like for instance the Triang blue and yellow sets, and the red and silver sets, and the two-toe green sets. They're all in those boxes. Just a brief look. Yep. More there. Okay, now this may not look a lot, and it isn't a lot actually in here. I mean, there's a few obviously, but there's not a massive amount. But if you did see part 1, I mentioned a cupboard, this one here, which has got loads and loads and loads of sets in it. The cupboard is about 5 foot deep, so you can see it's chock-a-block from bottom to ceiling. I'm sure you can realise and see how much there would be in there. And just in case you didn't see this in part 1, the only reason I'm not going to get all these out and film them and put them all back again, because it would be a big task anyway, is simply this. I have featured everything in this cupboard across a 5-part series of videos that I did on EMUs, DMUs, DEMUs, rail buses, rail cars, HSTs, blah blah blah, and every single item is in this cupboard. So if you want to check out these items, just go and look at those 5 parts of those videos with that title. So we'll start here. There's the beautiful APTE. Now what I've decided to do, as a lot of this boxed stuff has actually got a dummy or DVT or dummy end trade or whatever, I think it looks better by showing you the pair of them together like so. So I've run the APT a couple of times, and most recently only a couple of videos back on the prototype. So that's that one. Right, now here we have 2 versions of the APT InterCity. As you can clearly see, that's the one that I run in the video a couple of videos back, again being a prototype, but this is the other version which doesn't have the black surrounding the windows, so you can see both versions are together there. So just pass it through and let you have a look. Now I've laid all the locomotives out in a different fashion today on the bed to make it a bit easier for me, rather than having to try and lean over so far. Right, okay, class 43s, a few of them. We've got the Great Western there. Yeah, very nice. Right, and then we've got the East Coast one. Now this is the later tooled one from Hornby. This is really heavy and completely retooled. New moulds and everything. Yep. Same again. Now this time we're on the Network Rail new measurement train. Yeah, obviously class 43 again. This too is very heavy and is made from the later Hornby tooling. Yep, there it is. With that extra bit on the front, look. Next one down we have here my Lima set. The TGV, SNCF of course. Yeah. I have all the coaches that go between all of these, obviously. Yeah, beautiful. Done again. We have the Hitachi. Superb. Yes, I think I've done right by putting them with the opposite dummy as well. I think it just adds to it a little bit. And this one here, okay, this is the American Orient Express. This is a Rivarossi, And again, I've got all the coaches because it comes as a set anyway. And I'll tell you a little story here. I've actually got two of these sets because one of them, it might have been this one, I'm not sure, when I first ran it in a video all about the Orient Expresses from around the world, just as I was finishing video and it stopped but the light was on, so the motor was burnt out, but I did manage to video it before that happened. I've since bought another pair, which obviously would make it a lovely long train. I can use all four of the, well, 2 locos and 2 dummies, and that one ran round the track once and that burnt out. So I've got 2 of them with burnt out motors. It must be a bad batch of motors from wherever Rivarossi would buying them from, because it's not normal for Rivarossi motors to not be reliable. So I think they must have bought some cheap can motors from somewhere, I don't know, China maybe, and they didn't last. But anyway, I can get them fixed, it's not a problem. So right, I'm going to get this onto the computer first, and then I'll come back and do a few more. See you in a minute. Okay, on with a couple more rows. First off then, we've got a beautiful Triang 159. As you can see, she's absolutely spotless. I've not had any work done on it. This is the condition that it was in. Now obviously you have the dummy with it, like so, but I've motorised my dummy, and the reason being that one of them will not pull 8 coaches or more. With them both motorised like so, then you can get away with it. Right, moving along, down one. Now here we've got the orange and green electric version, the double-ended electric, which is very, very sought after. Again, it's not had any work done on it, it's as is. And if I move across, here's another one. Now you might say to yourself, why do you want 2? Well, yeah, I mean, you know, to run a double header is good anyway, but when you see one come on eBay, buy it now, 50 quid, in that condition, you buy it. That's exactly what I did. I think it had literally just come on about 5 minutes before, so I grabbed it while I was there. Right, okay, we move across here and up, no, not up yet. This one, obviously the two-tone green, again, untouched, nothing's been added, no decals have been changed or anything. That's as she came. I'll just jump up one here now, completely different. This is the Class 47, and this is from the Circus rail test set. What's that, Isle of Lona, or Isle of Lona, sorry. Yep, that's the Class 47 from that Circus rail test set. Right, just going to stretch my legs a minute and we'll get some more done. Next we have some of my London Underground stock. This is the S-Class. The later stuff, of course. I have run it in a video about London Underground and London transport trains, so yeah, there it is. Alright, down here, alright, we're on to Eurostar, which speaks for itself anyway, so you've all seen these before. I have all the correct coaches to go between. Yeah, cool. And the later livery one here, look, and I have all the correct coaches to go with this as well. So yeah, very, very good. Here you go, that's those 2 there. Right, down here we've got the beautiful Thalys. Oh, it's lovely, beautiful HST set. This is a Mehano, by the way. It is obviously HO scale, but not a big deal. I don't mind running them together, it's very close. Right, here we've got the Amtrak's Acela. Again, beautiful HST. Absolutely love it. Weighs a ton, but typical Bachmann. Yep, I don't know if you noticed the numbers, but it's 2001, look. 2002, so that's cool. Right, down again. Right, now we have the Pendolino, which again you've all seen before. So I'll just do a slow sweep across for you. Again, I have all the appropriate correct coaches for this. Yeah, and if I just drop down, we've got the Alston livery one. Again, I have all the coaches, so that's the two of those together, which looks pretty cool, I think. Yeah, I've already run them in videos, so you can go back and have a look at them running if you want to. Right. Now here we have the Bartello's Circus train locomotive, and if I just move along, you'll see there's a second one and a third one. Now you obviously going to say, why do you want three? Well, if you go and check out my circus train video, the longest circus train in the world, or something like that, by the time I'd finished collecting all the Bartello's Hornby items and adding 3 or 4 different ones on as well, one locomotive didn't stand a chance. 2 tried, but just not good enough. So I ended up using 3, and you can see all these running in that video if you go and check it out. It's quite a while ago now, but I'm sure you'll find it, circus train video. But yeah, that's the 3 of them. They weren't expensive anyway. Right, down here, got the Triang, the original 101 there. Now you notice this has got the open wheel axles. This is the original one there. Yep. Now if I move down here, we have the same thing, but you'll see this has got the closed axles. This is the second version of it, and if I come around here to the front, you'll see it has the illuminated head code. I know a lot of people didn't like that. It's not necessarily a sought after one, but it's certainly one to keep in a collection. And then last up here, we've got the really rare third version. I mean, it's not worth a fortune, but the trouble is it's not that often you see them, because this one is obviously in the InterCity blue, sorry, and it's just one that doesn't come up very often. So it's nice to have all the 3 versions in the collection. Right, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go and get myself a McDonald's. So I'll finish it off, well, do some more when I get back from the McDonald's. So see you in a bit, bye! Okay, I'm back from Mackie D's, so let's carry on then. Here we go. A few Class 43s again. The beautiful GNR livery. City of Kingston upon Hull. Cool. Yep. Alright, smashing. Down to the next one. I've got the Midland Main Line. What's that say there? Oh, Midland Pride. Yes. Lovely jubbly. Down again. Got the very common Virgin one. Hornby must have sold thousands and thousands of these. What's the names on them? Oh, Maiden Voyage, yeah. I think the other one's Lady in Red. I seem to remember that. Yes, it is, look. Yeah, definitely sold many of those Hornby have. Right, so quite a rare one. This is actually the Australian version of the XPT InterCity, of course. Just go along for you, have a look. This is a Lima set, a Lima Gold set. It's kind of the slightly uprated range. Then we're down to the original InterCity 125, original livery. Again, that must have sold in the thousands. Yep. I think this was the follow-up livery, the Swallow. I think this was the second livery, if I've got that correct. Yes, looking good. Alright, down again. I think that's the third livery. I think so. I could have that wrong. It could be the second livery, and then the Swallow could be the third. But it has got the Swallow colour in here as part of the livery. Yeah, nice one. Right, and the last one here now, one of my favourite ones, First Great Western. I just love the livery of it. Beautiful. That Great Western look. Cool. Yeah, City of Truro. There we've got it. That's the last of the Class 43s. I believe that's all of them now. Don't even think that, yes, it is, it's last of them all for now. And down here, nothing to do with Class 43s, but this is the NR74 made by Oz Trains. Port Perry look there. That's the correct locomotive for the GAN. I have featured the GAN, so if you quite like the looks of that, you can go and have a look. And this is the locomotive which is not correct, that came with the set, with the coaches. But it's still worth showing it, you know, and I've run it with the pair of them on, although that one is incorrect. But the Oz Trains one is right. So yeah, so time to put these on the computer and come back and give you some more on another row. Here we go then on the next row. First of all, we've got the beautiful Triang Davy Crockett, and as you can see, she's an absolute mint one. Yeah, Triang Railways, look. Brilliant, yeah. I've actually got 5 of the smoking coaches with that, and I think only one of them has the chimney missing, or broken, which they quite often are anyway. Right, I'm just going to get this one into the shot. Come along here and show it to you. Right, King George VI, with its blinkers on, look. Now that one is from the Caledonian set. I'm sure that was right, I'm sure that's correct. So yeah, okay, we'll move on. Now down here we have the fantastic, gorgeous, untouched, this one, Triang R55, single-ended diesel, based on the F7 I think. And normally, as per the yellow ones, you would have the dummy, but as per the yellow ones, again, I've motorised mine, which allows you to pull a lot longer freight train, or train, whichever, so it gives you more power with the two of them. Now we come down again. Now this is the original 50s one, which doesn't have the red cab on the front. It's in very, very good condition, as too is the dummy there, and I haven't motorised this because I would only run it with the original Mark 1 coaches and it'll pull those fine. I have had some work done on the decals by Eric on those two, but as you can see, you only did the decals, the sides and everything were absolutely fine. Right, change thing altogether. Now we're down to the Hornby 110. Yep, DMU. Another very common one, churned out in the thousands, and probably every different livery known to man. Right, okay, now I'm thinking I've got these in the right order. We're down now to the, well, blue Pullman, as it's commonly known. That, I believe, is the 4th and final livery, which is not a very nice livery. It's like a grey with a bit of a greeny blue around the windows and the horrible yellow front. But I think that is the final livery, I believe so. Now, this one is the 3rd livery. Again, I think I've got it right. This is the, I forget the name of the blue. There's a name for this blue. I can't remember it offhand, but anyway, it's a different blue to the original ones, and it's got the pale grey window surrounds, as you can see here. So yeah, in excellent condition. There we go. Then we're down to the 2nd livery, and this is exactly the same as the first, other than the yellow panels on the ends, which I know a lot of people think spoilt it. Those are the flush fit windows. That's the 2nd livery. Oh, is it electric blue? It could be electric blue, that other one. I couldn't remember. Anyway, bring us down to the first one, the very, very first one, with the crest on the front. Yeah, come along here. And that's my original Triang one from the 60s. Still in the condition the day it was made. And like I say, the crested one, which is the one that everybody likes. I believe the Bachmann ones, the new ones that they did, I think they were available in 2 versions. So, right, and the end of this row is this one, which of course is the Flying Scotsman. Look, I've got all the coaches to go with it, of course. Yep, class 91, I think they are, aren't they? Yes, I'm sure they are. Yeah, it is. Look, yeah. Okay, so that's that row done. Back again in a couple of seconds after a break. Okay, we're on the homeward run now, so starting with this one, as you can see, This is in absolute mint condition, and it is as rare as a rocking horse do, you know what I mean. Dung, poo, whichever. But seriously, no, this is only ever done, the green one was only ever done as a clockwork model. I have obviously electrified it with a different chassis, but I've also kept the motor and everything, because that would be its original, and it's a 5-minute job to change them. But she's absolutely perfect, look. I'm very pleased to have that in the collection. Right, moving across here. Right, that's the GN and SR. That's the one, the pannier that came with the Railway Children set. Yeah, I've already featured that not too long ago, along with the Triang set as well. So if you wanted to see that running, go and have a look at the Railway Children video. Right, down here is my superb Southern Region EMU. You can see the condition. It's absolutely spotless. So beautiful. Yeah, spot on that. Absolutely spot on. Right, down here we've got the locomotive from the Dino Safari set. But look, there's another one. And you may say, why do you want two? Oh, well, it's quite simple. When the set arrived, I bought originally, I think it would be that one that was in the set. The gear cog driving on the wheels was faulty. It's got a split in it, and I'd already set it all up in the front room to run it for you, and I didn't want to pack it all down again, so I jumped on eBay and I found this one. I think I paid £8.50 for it, which is nothing, is it? You know, it's just nothing. So that's the one I actually used in the video, but since then, I'm sure it's this one. Yeah, I put a new cog on, look, there's the white cog. Yeah, ordered that in, put it on, and it runs perfect. So, for some fun in the future, I can run them as a pair, can't I? That'll be interesting. I don't know what to stick on the back, but I'm sure I'll think of something. Right, and here is the old American steamer from Toy Story. Now I'm going to tell you something about this as well. I've got the Toy Story set, obviously, because these locos are from the sets. But they did do a tender for this. It's not in the set, but they did do a separate tender, and I'd love to get my hands on one. So if anybody's got any information on one of those, let me know. So thanks for that. Right, down here, that's the Battle Stays. Where'd you get that from? That's the Battle Space 040 shunter. That's the one that pulls the radar car and the antennas and things on. Yeah, that's the one. So that's from the Battle Space. So I'll just come down here because that's the Ginty from the Battle Space set. And again, and it will be explained, I do have two. And it's very simple again. I have collected every single item from the Battle Space set. And the plan was to run them all in one go. Which I have done. The video's been on for quite a while. If you haven't seen it, go and check it. But of course, Hornby, or Triang at the time, did these with, you know, sets like with 2 or 3 of the Battle Space items on, and then another different set with 2 or 3 different Battle Space items. But of course, to pull them all in one go, one loco wouldn't do it, but 2 do it beautifully. So that's why there's a pair. So just go back up a tad here and show you this one. Right, City of Birmingham there. Now that is from the I've got to get this right now. That's from the Bachmann. Oh, goodness gracious me. Hang on, I'm going to have a look. Yeah, sorry about that, I couldn't think of it. It's the Bachmann from the First World War ambulance train set. So there again it is, lovely, jubbly. Well, let's move on down. Well, of course we now gone past the Battle Space, so we're down here. Now that one is from the, oh yeah, Return to Dunkirk set. That's it, that's the, that's a Hornby one, yeah. Return to Dunkirk. Right, this one is the M7 from the Hornby BR push-pull train. Yep, that's I've got the original triangle one, which you saw in part 1 anyway. And what we got here? Oh yeah, right, that. Now this is the twin tender, look. There's one. There's up there. That's the twin tender set, Flying Scotsman. And that's from the set that went out to America. So that's the American one. It's not got the bits on the front, but they are there in the pack. Right, and last but not least, this one arrived yesterday, just in time. So There it is. Quicksilver from the Silver Jubilee set, of which I haven't yet run, obviously, it only arrived yesterday. 3 coaches in the set. It's going to look lovely. I'm trying to get my hands on some more coaches first though. I'd like to go about 5. So yeah, there you have it. So that's your lot. Well, that's the lot for the second video. Now I will point out at this point I'm not going to do part 3 yet. A few reasons. One, I've got to put all this lot away, which is a task and a half, as you know, can imagine. But anyway, I don't want to just keep doing the same thing over and over, so we'll give it a break for a couple of videos. I've got things in mind always, so we'll give it a break for a couple of videos, and then we'll come back and do part 3. And part 3 will be the unboxed locomotives. So sorry, no, sorry, that was the first part though, sorry, part 3, get it right, John. Part 3 will be all the boxed locomotives. So yeah, with that, love you and leave you. See everybody, bye, toodle flip flops.